We should be live now.
Here's so.
As long as audio is coming through decently over there.
Find out.
Anyone want to confirm in chat? We got 12 people watching. So I want to confirm that we're sounding okay.
Must be because I just turned the volume on in the stream and I'm hearing double. I just turned the volume on in the stream.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I'm hearing double now too.
I intended to mute the stream, but I was just figured test it out, see what happens, and it works.
Well, welcome everybody to the Season 71 VHLM Draft. Why doesn't everyone introduce themselves?
I'm an ace.
I am Poptart.
And it appears McWolf is still muted. And I'm Razor.
Hi, is it working now?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so McWolf here.
How's that?
Hello.
Is my mic better now?
Open.
Let's see.
Yeah, make sure you guys are on the stream and not on the portal. So that way it doesn't bog down the portal. So you can watch it on the stream. That'd be way better.
Apparently I'm too loud.
I bumped you down to 90, see if that helps. Because I'm still judging just from my desktop audio.
Ah.
I don't know for certain how it comes out on the stream end. That's why I make them do it. Oh. Okay, is that better? How about that, guys? The stream? No? Windows 10 is fun. It used to be so much easier. Is that better? I'm on a 20 decibel boost now. I'm still having troubles. I'm not quite certain why at this point. I have it up. Cow. It's set at the same. Yeah, Streamlabs is set. I have like all my mic settings cranked. Guess I can check my Discord settings. Cow, I know. I have a different headset though. It really work that way. Oh, it looks like I'm just gonna be quiet. Or quieter to them. Okay. Let's see. You guys can hear me fine in Discord though, eh? Oh, no, my Discord's not working. This is fun. this happened, but I've now lost my own Discord audio. This is fun. I've broken something.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. Matt, can you hear us now at all?
My Discord, yeah, my Discord's work.
Some are louder than others.
Hey, there we go. Updated. It's updated now.
Oh, there we go. All right, first 2 picks are in.
Okay.
So
Can you
the-
hear me now, Cal, or?
Talk about the damn picks. We will. We're making sure the things work first.
Everything's working.
Seems like we're getting a couple of people saying it's better. So
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I don't know quite what happened there, but I adjusted like pretty much every mic setting I have cranked up, and it's on a headset, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem in the first place. Well, we've lost Vegas taking the obvious choice.
Yeah. Honestly, we took a lot of time to make that pick, but basically we looked at the board and we saw the guy that was probably best player available at that spot. So I think we needed a lot of help in a lot of different areas. So we ended up taking Proto with that first pick. We did talk to him before the draft and had a great interview with him, so that went well. So that's that was why we went that guy number 1.
I'm feeling hurt. You saying he's the best guy in the draft?
He's easily the best guy.
Oh, come on.
He was my ranked number 1. I didn't bother talking because I knew I wouldn't get him back.
Yeah.
I pretty much waved goodbye as we won the cup.
And I'm hoping we have the same luck this year. So
No. Going for back-to-backs. Fight me on that.
I know the Yukon went with Zyrock 12, a nice number in his name, highest ranked defenseman on the board with the second pick. What do you guys think?
I'm not surprised, but with some of the other username guys that are on the board still, sure, UConn kind of just needs everything, but I'm kind of surprised they would go with a lesser known name despite his DP being higher.
I also don't really blame them for going D either.
Yeah, I understand the move to go with defensemen with their value being so high and not that many good defensemen, but I would have expected Marsh to go before Zyra. Just because of name dropping.
And you got to look at the TP too. So 192, you got to figure you're probably getting maybe 1 year out of him. You think 1 or 2 maybe?
Yeah, but Dan, Marsh is not staying 2 seasons in the M either. So
it's true. So there you go. Next pick, Vegas took Marsh.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're at 3 and 4. So Vegas had both 3 and 4, and 3 was easily a better pick than number 4. So
yeah, probably.
So actually, originally we had the 9th pick, but we were between Marsh and Hornet for the 3rd pick. So we ended up taking Marsh and then trading out to get Hornet as well because we were between them two for that pick. And defense is, like you said, was higher value, so that's why we ended up trading out to get Hornet as well. So we knew he wouldn't fall till 9. So and we really wanted him on the team, so that was kind of our reasoning to move up.
I should have made you pay more. I really thought about just taking him to smite you.
You knew who I wanted, too. That was the thing, is you knew who I wanted.
I'm like, I could just take him. Use a hostage.
Could have, yeah. You could have, because I was definitely looking at moving up no matter what to try to get him too, and I was debating between the two, but Marsh is a good pick and number one, top pairing defenseman. So we don't really have any defensemen currently, so that was a pick there. So awesome. Well, looks like you can.
I just got a notification saying I've been drafted by Las Vegas. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. We'll do fine.
Yeah. So it looks like UConn's pick is in as well. The fourth pick. So looks like they took Ray Shields, center Ray Shields.
Is Zetterberg?
Yep. Yeah.
Just going off my head.
Yeah.
He was picked up by Seattle, 13th overall. A little bit of a higher jump for him in this draft.
Yeah, and I think it's another. So far, I think everybody probably will only spend 1 year in the VHLM so far. I think a lot of the first round might too, because there's a lot of higher TP guys at the top of the draft. So
Looking at most of the first round, I feel most of the guys will be 1 years.
Yeah, all of these guys will probably be at 250 come playoffs time, so it's pretty much just a matter of preferences, which guy you like best. It's a popularity contest, so Proto won.
I mean, I think Pro 1 is get a 30 TP advantage of the next guy.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, I mean, UConn, went defenseman and then center, so they're kind of loading up there. I know they have a lot of younger guys, 71 draft picks, so they're hoping those one plus the one of the top goalies as well, since there only are a few goalies there. So speaking of goalies,
That puts me in a bind.
yeah, it's gonna be tough to see. A lot of the teams don't have a goalie.
There's only, I think, 2 active goalies in the league, plus 2 on the draft board, plus whoever signs up today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of goalies, there's first goalie off the board. Number 6, San Diego took Zamboni Driver.
Yeah, that's a rough one for me now. Forcing me to play a hound. I don't really want to play.
Yeah, I know he's. Zamboni Driver is mostly a welfare guy. I mean, he's still getting like 8 to 10 a week. He's only been here a couple weeks, I think, since like the beginning of March or so. So,
He's only been here a couple weeks.
I think so. I think his first update was like March.
Yeah, but who?
Well,
No,
this player
was-
at least.
Yeah, this player, because I was gonna say he was Joey Boucher before.
Yeah.
64 base TP.
Yeah.
And that leads to the next goalie. There you go, Rays. You can talk about your goalie you took.
There was 1 goalie left on the draft board.
There's 2.
Poor guy.
Yeah. There was a guy that just joined like last week. Andrew
Green, yeah.
Green, yeah.
Yeah. APB guy that has 34 TP at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
Although it was Pine and Driver and hope that they fall once they draft them together, but IR just out here biting the ass.
I know. You had to do it too. That's the thing, is you didn't have a choice. If you wanted a goal, you had to do it.
Yeah, at that point, if I drop it, it's a problem.
Yeah. That puts me in a tough position now because I don't even have a goalie. So in Vegas, we don't have a goalie. So that is going to be good.
Yeah.
That might make me do something. So we'll see. All right, UConn's up. Who who guys think's next? Next on the board. Who's your top available here?
At this point, I'm already looking. Pengu, Sonnet, Aljubo all on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's any of those 3 is a free pick.
I know Latrell Mitchell, if you're looking at defensemen too. Gavin Harris. Another
saw
defenseman.
Ian Matto, he's still around.
Yep, he's been quite active on the chat there.
Yeah, Matt's already mad that Zod's falling.
I know. Well, continues to fall. I'm not even gonna try that name. Anybody want to try that name?
DGN Antonio?
Yeah, that one.
No, it's DGN and then
DGN Antonio, yeah.
Told you that's why I wasn't doing that one.
I tried for a second. Not good.
Penny.
That was good.
Penny.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Penny.
explains the ridiculous name.
That was a good, a known user. Definitely a known user at 8. So I mean, they go right down they up really high. 178, 150, 192. It's a good, pretty good. To get 150 TP guy at number 8.
Yeah, there's not a huge drop off in this draft. Until it looks to be the 3rd round.
Yeah, I think that's a good value pick there for 8. Looks pretty good. I mean, that's like I said, it's a pretty good pick for number 8.
As long as Mr. Cow can control his player.
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves again for everybody that joined late, or?
Yeah, it does appear that way. If everyone wants to go down the line in the call, starting with Wolf.
Starting with me, all right. So I'm McWolf, GM of Saskatoon, who don't own a pig before the 3rd round. I'm just hanging on.
Yeah, DA's here, but
That would be me.
Hey.
Diamond Ace. One of the 2
Hey.
commissioners. The one doing the draft.
I thought you'd say the one doing the job or something.
No.
Oh.
No. Because that would be kind of inaccurate.
and then Ray's. That's you.
I'm Rays.
And I am Poptart, the GM of Vegas.
Well, I mean, I guess I should say I'm Minnesota's GM.
Something like that.
Probably. I'm the one who just
Pro-
won the cup. I'm also the one who's probably gonna win it again. I hope.
Oof.
Oh, come on.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Prog's GM, not that that's super relevant to the M.
I mean, I gotta act like I'm gonna win.
Yes, we'll see. We'll see. Looks like the next pick. So that's Latrell Mitchell. So that's another defenseman off the board.
Yeah, I needed to
By
fill my
Rays.
defensive slots, so took the risk on it earlier.
He was high up on my board too.
Yeah.
Just because of the defenseman part of it, we had one with Marsh, but we were looking at another guy, and we did like him a lot. He was it's a good pick there. I think at 9 for sure.
Yeah, I was only rolling with 2 defensemen, so I needed to make sure I got at least one.
Yeah, you got goalie. I mean, you got 3 second round picks to kind of build that too. So
Yeah, that's the hope.
San Diego is up. IR taking his sweet time.
If anyone is on the portal that doesn't need to be on the portal, get off the portal.
As they break everything.
It was on the portal again. Get the hell off the portal.
There has to be a way to just restrict the portal to GMs and commissioners for next season.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions in the chat, feel free to ask as well. While we're
Yeah, always feel free to ask questions, guys. We're all around. Ignore me, still trying to boost my mic again. Just Brock out here saying I'm quiet.
that's fine. We can. Yeah, looks like the portal's having a little bit issues. That's okay. I mean, look at let's see on who's on the board here. Still General Zod. I mean, you had kind of guys, like I said, Latrell Mitchell was a good pick. You have some other Pengu, who's one of the higher TP guys.
Players Sonnet, Jubo, Battle,
Son and
Ju-
Jubo, yep. Yep.
All big names that we all know.
Yeah,
Trifecta.
Ju-
even.
Who do you think will win this season based on the first round alone?
If we were to just play those players,
Yeah. I guess who's going to make the biggest impact this season out of the first rounders?
I mean, impact wise, you would think it's a tough one.
It
Also
is.
depends on
think just-
what. In theory, it would be.
you just go by TP Las Vegas as the edge, but no goalie. So
That's true. Yeah, and I mean it's pretty much even, right? Vegas took two forwards and a defenseman. UConn took 2 forwards and a defenseman. But Minnesota took the goalie, defenseman, and still has a number 11. So it's going to be interesting. Yes, Ottawa's new.
that's a good question, Beavis. Yeah, where's the
Yeah.
Ottawa's beautiful new logo?
Oh God, that's what was
10
happening.
is up.
Yeah, man.
10 is up.
And nice.
There it is. Yep, IR to Young. What is it? I don't even know.
Yeah,
Young Cock?
don't say it.
Yeah.
There are kids in the chat. Don't say it.
Yeah, that's way too loud. Yep. Of course, I'm way too loud as I'm saying that. Perfect. Sounds great to me. So San Diego has Zamboni driver, and 132. So 132. That's kind of the borderline of having 2 years out of them too, which it's like a quality pick for 2 years. Be close. 120 TP or so.
I don't know. It's Tifong. I believe he's going to add straight to VHL after his draft.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible. There you go, Rays. Your picks up too. Talk about winter.
Okay, how's my mic now to the stream? Is it better?
Again.
Is it peaking too much? Is everything good? Perfect. What was happening is my VR headset was plugged in over on the side, so for whatever reason Streamlabs was taking it instead of my mic that I use for Discord. My headset mic. So I don't know why that happened, but
Fancy guy over here.
yeah, shut up. That was the first thing that happened in chat was Baraka saying, "Look at the rich boy having a VR headset."
He's not wrong, is he?
No, he's not quite wrong. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
I took Rob and Winter, took Sonnet. At this point,
Mhm.
I mean, how can you not? You know the guy's gonna cap. I'm not gonna be. I'm less likely to be competing next season, and I do for sure need guys who are gonna cap after losing 2 of my capped players to New York on a whim. So I need some forwards, and I know for sure that Sonnet will be capped by playoffs.
Sounds like some salt there. I saw a little.
Yeah. I don't want to bring it up, but it sounds like you want to bring it up. Is Esso in the chat?
No, I specifically left him out. No, I'm kidding. I didn't bother. No, I sent him a message, but
No.
he may or may not be in my locker room anymore.
Oof. Oh man. All right, second round, Philly. Another defenseman, Jason Gosen. Maybe.
Who?
Yeah, sounds good.
Who?
Another defenseman. So that's another defenseman off the board before General Zod. So
Oh, poor Matt.
I know
This-
Matt is.
This guy brand new too. Legend 0985.
Yeah, we interviewed him. He had really short responses, but he does seem like people there was a lot of people were saying that they had him really high on their list too. So another defenseman, you'll get, like I said, 2 years out of him. So so easily, you're gonna have him for 2 years, and hopefully that second year you'll have him near 250. So there's no question why DMAX went with that guy.
Yeah, Philly knows they can't necessarily compete this season. They're kind of building back up for next season.
Absolutely, yeah. And there you go, Razor, your pick again, Valtteri Vakanainen.
Finally, man.
Hard to not take Jubo as well after taking Sonnet. Kind of had to.
Makes sense.
Again, he's gonna cap. He's gonna be at 250 come playoffs when I need him. Whole goal is basically chips are on the table and hope the goalie works. I got everything I need right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have all three guys probably will be near at 250 for playoff time that you took so far.
Yeah,
2 or 3 of them at least.
D-Max says best goalie in the league. We're competing. Do you want to know how much he was trying to get for his goalie? Do you want to know what he asked from me?
Go.
Oh yeah, I told him it was basically like 4 firsts.
Yeah, he asked for 3 firsts and 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Not be. You can just update the portal.
My response was, yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah. I got that. To be fair, Acid then offered me 3 firsts for his capped goalie before he sent him up.
Oh man, 3. That's quite the price. 3 firsts in 2 seconds. Yeah, it was cheap for a goalie.
And what did Mexico get for Fumba?
Mexico paid a first, their in-act goalie, and 2 fifths.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
See, this is really annoying to me because I had messaged Matza and offered a first plus whatever, and he's like, "Okay, message me after the draft," and he then proceeds to make a trade with Cal before the draft. I'm just like, dude, I was coming back with like 1, 2, 3. I would have offered you. And then Cal asked for like 4 firsts for him. I'm like, okay, just go fuck yourself.
That's the Cal way.
Actually, what did he actually ask? I think he asked 3 firsts. Yeah. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't gonna do that either. So
yeah. Like I'll trust trying to ride these guys.
Yeah, I'm still without a goalie here. But yep, General Zod went 14th, so back in Vegas. Only made sense. Only made sense. We had to bring him back. Yeah, it was an easy pick for us. I mean, we'll have Marsh and Zod as our top pairing. Yeah, and originally when I was the co-GM for Matt, we had a plan of, kind of me recreating with him. So this will work pretty well.
Yeah. At 15th, I take Mr. Gavin Harris. Fill off my last defenseman spot before they're all off the board here. It was a tough choice between him and Fizz, but I've had Fizz before, and
was it really? Was it really that tough?
I've had Fizz before, and he's fine, but I also wanted Big Irish because, as Mr. Baraka is shouting in the chat, he was on Mississauga, so I'd been able to stalk him a little bit in that locker room. And he seems like he could be a good fit for us.
Absolutely.
Along with the fact that he's one of the only true playmaking defensemen in the draft.
That was tough. Yeah, it was a good pick. Like I said, defensemen are going super early, which makes sense.
That was not intentional. You know that, Baraka. Baraka says, why not grab Fizz and sell him off a day before he retires?
And there you go. Bo Burrows just went. They're just as they're talking about.
And there goes Fizz.
Yep. UConn will do it now.
Well, that leaves the D-depth very struggling as the next highest defenseman is at 64.
Yes. Yep. So yeah,
That doesn't sound right, but I'm going to check. And
I'm
yeah.
looking at the
Oof.
playlist. The highest defenseman is defense man.
Oh yeah.
hell of a name. I'll give it to him.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, but it's Mike.
He's French. We all know how French people do.
You never know, dude. It's Mike. He got a trophy named after him.
How many seasons ago was that at this point? Has he been around lately?
He was in this chat earlier.
Yeah.
He
I
says,
don't know.
explain anything I may have missed over the last 30 seasons.
That's a lot, good sir.
Yeah.
Oh, next pick on the board.
Yep. Pengu. I mean, honestly, we had him in our like top 7 picks. So to have him, and I think I debated him with almost every pick we had. And when he fell to 17, I think before the draft, I was talking to, I think it was Rockstar, and I was saying like that guy is high on my list. I know him from SBA. He was one of my presenters in FBA. So great guy, and 179 TP already. Clearly, we are going for it this year. So
yeah, he was on my target list, but I was sort of feeling at the point where your top guys are 151, 136, and 179. That the 179 guy is not going to fall 2 more picks.
No, that was an easy pick for us. It's a great guy too. So I know he just got drafted to Riga. So seeing him in a lot of different locker rooms. So easy pick.
And Philadelphia's pick is in. And there goes the top 4 off the board. It's a fairly simple BPA pick. He's also a guy who completes welfare, trivia, and practice facility every week, so decent chance he may be down an extra season.
Yeah, and I think taking the guys they've taken so far have a really good chance of being there next year, except for Tifong. But the other guys have a chance to be down there next year, so they could be building something for next year, which is I think the way they're going with these picks. So
yeah, I think, well, as most of us know, they tried to get rid of, or at least San Diego tried to get rid of their picks. Well, D-Max has done this every single season since I lost him. He's just kind of built a team that'll be middle and see if he can get lucky one season.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for being late.
Welcome, Hatter. I think I need to
Thank
boost
you.
you.
Yeah, I can adjust my mic settings too if need be.
I'll bump you up in here first. See if that helps.
So who all is in the call right now?
Currently,
It's
Wolf, DA, who's just quietly plugging away our draft, Hatter, Bailey, Poptart, whatever you want to go by on the draft.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who you were, Poptart. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm popping in every once in a while to the actual speaking side of things.
I know.
I just got other things I also have to do at the moment.
Yeah.
Like run a draft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the important thing. Okay, D-Max,
Yeah.
who are you trading Bobby to then, if he's going to score the cup-winning goal? He's not doing it for Philly. I felt like I had an easy pick at 19 for one. Squirrely Dan. That's a reference to Letterkenny, for those of you who know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone Canadian enough to know what Letterkenny is?
I do know what that is. It's like it's like Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know what it
Except
is, but I'm
hockey.
definitely not Canadian.
Oh, I just assume most Canadians know. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Squirrely
I kind
Dan's
of
there.
would sometimes not mind being Canadian, to be honest.
Yeah, it's great. But
I
yeah,
too would like free healthcare.
it
Yes.
was easy pick for me. He's a guy who's been very consistent, and then he also hyped himself up today by posting status updates twice.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Canadian. I'm not from Canada, but I am Canadian. My whole family's from Canada, if that counts.
So GMs, you want to go check out the chat for a second?
No.
It's not an oh no, it's a ha.
Oh, that's
What
great.
happened?
That is amazing.
That's something we'll keep private until someone else makes it public info.
To be fair, Baraka, I'm only like a 3.5, 4-hour drive to Canada. So
Yeah.
close-ish
Me
in the
too.
grand scheme of things.
Oh, what is that? All right, so it was let's see, Squirrely Dan, which I think that might be the best name in the draft.
It has to be. Come on.
Squirrely Dan, that's
Squirrely
amazing.
Dan.
You're clearly forgetting about Gino Di Gianantonio.
Yeah, I don't want to say that though.
Yeah. Ottawa picks up Izzy Valencia, clearly going for a next season player with
Mhm.
96 TP. Except
I honestly, I don't know. He joined at the trade deadline. He pretty much capped every week, so
yeah, he's
he might
powering.
cap
It's-
this season.
But
Izzy Valencia is scoop. If he's actually back, he could very easily go up. If he's not actually back, you never know.
well,
Scoop
looking
is
at
street,
the,
right?
But yeah, he used to be Streetlight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He was the GM of New York for like years.
Well, looking at how he's done so far, he entered the first week. He got 13, 20, 11, 12, and then this week, which is only one day in, he's got 2 already. It's like he's hammered out TPE very quickly.
Yeah, I got him as a waiver in Saskatoon. I was really aiming at getting only new guys that didn't know about the league, and the name Scoop really didn't ring a bell, so I got him. And then later realized he's a guy that's been in here for literal years, so he knows the drill and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. 2 more picks in for UConn. They've picked up Vin Kalia and Mickey Dixon.
Yeah, I know Dixon was definitely higher on my list too. I didn't know a ton about Vincalia, but Dixon, he was someone definitely on my list. It's interesting. I think, man, how many picks has UConn had? 3, 4, 5, 6. But it seems like they've had more. 6 picks in the first 2 rounds, though.
Is the limit, no?
Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah.
You could have
Yeah.
3 in each, which is why when UConn actually offered to throw in another second, I had to deny a trade. I actually think I had
Oh,
to
makes
deny
sense.
like 3 trades he tried to do with me because he kept trying to give me an extra pick in the second, where it's like I can't actually legally do that as much as I'd
Can
like
you-
to.
Can you hold more than 3 picks from the same round at like 1 point, but not use them all and trade them back to other teams
Yeah, as
before
long
the
as
draft?
you
as long
as you
you
by the time of the draft are under the
Okay,
limit, you're
good.
fine.
as long as you only draft.
All right, I'm asking for myself for next season.
So think of it this
I'm
way.
like,
As long as you only go through with 3 and 3, you're fine. If you get to the draft, pick 3, and on the 4th one, no one wants to trade it, you literally will have to forfeit that pick.
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So you could have 24 picks, but that would not end well.
All right.
Yeah,
Where's
you know why that rule came into place, right?
No.
I don't actually know who
Season-
caused it, but even looking at like last season and the season before,
Season 26 Vasteris had the first 16 picks in a row and
What?
still didn't win the cup.
Oh,
Uh,
that's even better. How do you?
was it in the
How?
minors or in the
Yes,
big
it was
leagues?
it was in the minors.
Okay,
There
oh,
were
shit.
2 Vastarises at the same time, one in the bigs, one in the minors.
Oh
How
god.
do you?
And the minors lost the cup with the first 16 picks.
I don't. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
What?
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I mean, too many players? Like, how do you even lose? I don't
Saskatoon
get it.
still had a bunch left over from the year before.
Yeah, but still, you have 16.
Yeah. Saskatoon was also GM'd by the guy who the GM trophy is named after.
That's
Well,
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, DA, are we allowed to reveal who was nominated for those yet?
I
Was I?
don't really know.
Or do we have to keep that quiet still? Because that could make a
Speaking of-
fun talking point.
Speaking of, has everybody even sent those ballots in yet?
No.
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 Because
Yeah,
You
I
actually,
sent him immediately. I'm a good GM.
so
I've
am I.
gotten about half of them, I think.
Yeah. Mine's
But
in.
I need to get on that.
Damn it.
My pick's on the board. We're late,
I-
guys.
I don't want.
Oh,
I
no.
don't want to hear from this guy. Don't want to hear. Don't tell me about Hattie. I hate you.
Hatter's
Hey.
great. He's my AGM. Don't diss him.
Oh no, no one's going to diss Addy, of course.
He's
Oh no,
probably the
Raze,
worst.
you're talking about Adder.
Yeah.
Pop and
Jay
I are
Hattie.
talking about Jay Hattie, the guy I just drafted.
Oh, okay.
Cassius Gardner.
Yeah, so obviously with this, I'm going with 72 Cup Quest. I have absolutely no hope to win this season, but I'm hoping to get with these 3 third round picks some guys that hopefully will stay with me for the whole season 71 and season 72. And then we'll go all in.
He has a very interesting stat line, as well as a very interesting.
Yeah. Honestly, I
build.
don't even think he played in
no.
Halifax.
I think
you
he was
probably-
scratched.
for like 40 games.
50.
Oh my god.
He went
50, yeah,
50
yeah,
games.
it's 0 all over the board. Like he has nothing,
Did
no goal, no assists, no plus minus. It's anything. Like he probably didn't play.
Should we get mad at Dill for benching a player who's active?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Fire.
DA, you
Fire
wanna?
him.
Especially since Dill had a shitty team that was near the bottom of the
Dill
league.
had
Like
he would have played on the
Somebody
second
will have
line on.
to.
it's not
Somebody will
like it.
Somebody will have to message me this whole situation after the draft.
All right, we will.
Will do.
Hattie didn't even notice. I don't think he even noticed, to be
No.
honest.
That's
Yeah, no, probably not.
No, he probably
No.
just went, "Oh, I'm bad," and then left.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's a consistent earner too. He
Yeah.
has like 1,300 TP in SBA. He's like one of the top players in SBA, and he's earning pretty decently too.
12, 10, 8,
VHL.
6, 8, 10. Like he's
Yeah.
actually he's going.
He's
And
consistent. He's
Yeah.
I think he's doing it for graphics. He said he really wants to get better at graphics, so he's gonna take kind of the feedback he gets from graphics, which I thought was really cool. So he was
Yeah.
he was next on my list. If he fell to 26, that's who he was taking.
Ottawa
Good.
takes defense man who will likely be around next season.
Yep.
64 TP, defenseman.
And then you have Andrew Sue, who's I think he just created. I think it was like last week. I think he's relatively new. I want to
At
say
88?
Was it?
I could be really wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're not. Yeah, you're wrong. March 1st.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely
Oh.
wrong.
And cranked out a lot of TP. 50 TP in his first week, 14,
Ma-
12, 10. He's pretty much a weekly
Mike
capper.
just said in the Twitch chat, retired Ottawa Groves.
Uh,
That's great. Good for Acid.
I mean, we've seen it happen before. And we're
Yeah.
kind of seeing it happen right now in somewhere else.
Yeah.
interesting. Let's see. Who's gonna next? Oh, it's me. Now following. All right. I need a lot of things. There it is. I took Latang, who's actually really active in Discord today.
Yeah, he's been pretty active for the past few days.
Yeah, he's from EFL, so he gets welfare from EFL. So that's really plus he was annoying people with his upside down username. So
Yeah,
Always
he's
a
been
plus.
all over the chat.
loved it, loved all of it.
Don't know if we can really say he's from EFL. He joined it like a day before the VHL,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's a good guy. I was hoping he'd fall to 28 or 33 for me to pick him. Good pick. At least I'll play with him.
That's true. That is very true. He will definitely. I can't even tag him. Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a lower TPE guy, but he's pretty consistent learning. Earning. And definitely, I did not want you back. Sorry, Trifecta. My bad. Did not want you back.
It's a bit of a
I
long
don't know.
wage too. 46 TPU and there's still 190, 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, he joined last week and he said he's going to cap every week. So
We've had lots
if you're
of guys
going
come
all
in
in
and say they're
this
gonna
week,
cap.
you want a guy like that.
Yeah, I
You
mean he's
never
gonna be
know.
second pairing defenseman. I think he'll be good, a consistent earner, so he'll get up there pretty quick.
If he earns consistently, he can still hit the cap this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UConn reaches a little bit too.
Yeah, as soon as I saw like the welfare too, it kind of helps to see that too, because at least he's active somewhere else, so that we can easy TPE there.
Yeah.
So, and he did a press conference today and stuff, so it was good to see. But yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the next name either. So whoever wants to take that.
And
Zaire
Ari Anigbogu.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that's engine, right? I think.
Yeah,
yeah, it
engine
is.
4.
Yep.
I mean, I
He
wouldn't
was
say
also
reach, but he completely missed a week. And one of his weeks, he claimed practice facility in first gen, but didn't claim welfare.
because he's what? He's SBA too, right? I think he's SBA. I think he's Jacoby
yeah,
Battle. Pretty sure.
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So another defenseman there. So.
Yeah. Kind of have to reach if you want a defenseman right now.
Yep. Yep. So that'll be interesting. There you go. And what do we got? Another defenseman off the board.
Oh yeah, Bobby Wyman, lefty.
Yep. Like he just got hired as an AD at SBA. So a good pick though. He was on my board too. He's a good pick.
I got him as a waiver last season. Stand-up guy, love him in the EFL, love him in my locker room. So very happy to get him back.
I just thought about him. I hope I'm allowed to talk about SBA.
Oh yeah,
I don't see
of
why
course.
not.
But yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. It's a good pick.
I said in the SBA Discord server when there was a debate about what was a better league between SBA and EFL, I said that VHL was way better, and I haven't been kicked, so I guess you can talk about SBA like that. It's okay.
That works.
I think they're just waiting for you to mention it again at this point.
Yeah. All right. And then 29, Philly took, was it Timothy Danielson?
Yep.
Dillinson, not Danielson.
Yeah, it's like Thomasy.
I feel like that's the Key and Peele skit.
Might
That's
be.
Boom check.
It might be.
Why do I
Yeah,
recognize?
Timothy.
Oh, that's
Boom
why I
check
recognize
is in
Boom check.
the SBA. If
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
he's
SBA, but
K-Dang.
he also has 1,000. He's 1,100 content count in VHL.
Oh.
So
he's also in PBE too.
So a lot of welfare opportunities for him. That's cool.
Yeah. He was one of the highest earners in for TP of the last PB draft.
Houston traded, or UConn traded him to Houston for a 4th and a 5th
Well,
as a waiver. I mean, to be fair, 4ths and 5ths are not usually worth anything.
it's true.
And then Houston traded him for to Saskatoon because he didn't want to play third line or lower. He was mad when Frost got all of like me, Jubo,
yeah.
Oil.
Yeah, to be fair, we were all mad about
Matt.
that too. And there's a reason there's a
Yeah.
bill coming in for it.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
But like I get why it needs to be. Yeah. We need a rule for that, but at the same point, as a guy that just joins at the deadline and you want to win a cup, Minnesota's not offering, Ottawa's not offering, San Diego's not offering. So the only thing that makes sense is to just all join each other on the same squad and hope that we can overcome Minnesota, Ottawa, or San Diego. So that's what we did.
And instead, you somehow got swept.
Yeah, we got swept in the semifinals
I was
anyway.
very
So
surprised about
You guys,
that, to be honest.
you guys genuinely did worse than when he was just normal Houston.
yeah, I don't think we should have been swept, but that's
you
that's an STHS thing. I'm
You should have
fine with
had a
it at
game
this
or
point.
two.
Yeah,
Wolski should have taken at least one of them.
yeah.
Well, we want to talk about sweeps. We can go back to '67 when Ottawa swept me.
Yeah, I was on that team and I was the goalie that swept you, so
Yeah, that was not how that should have worked.
I was okay with it, personally.
Yeah, you weren't my AGM at the time. Maybe I just
No, it was
shouldn't have
next
hired.
season.
I should have not hired you just for that, just out of spite.
Have we announced the next couple ones yet?
Yeah, we're
missed-
2 or 3 late.
No, we've only missed 2. Slavlowski and Remy Morio trifecta finally goes at 31st overall. Back to Las Vegas. I guess to Las Vegas, whichever.
Yeah, yep. So obviously trifecta. Yeah, we had him on waivers last season. So yeah, we definitely saw him available at 31. It's an easier pick there to take him. I think he could easily get to too high. I mean, I don't think it'd be hard to get to cap starting at 83, but it's possible. He's definitely shown he can be super active. So
He's also shown he retires.
it's true.
Yeah.
But he's not retiring on me.
Yep. It's impossible to
Well-
not bring that up though. We kind of have
It's
to.
true.
Well, it's been at least half a season since last time he retired. So
Yeah,
That's true.
it's already one of his better runs.
He just retired in SBA, so I figure his retiring streak's a little bit over.
he
for a
just
little bit.
retired in EFL too.
Oh, then all right.
But
Perfect.
I
So
think
we're
his
good
players
then.
were due though.
All right, so we're good then. Then trifecta, you can't retire on me. So, but yeah, 83 is gonna be second line player. So, should be it. Yeah, it's really it was an easy decision for us. We had a few people on the board, and we definitely wanted him back. So, easy pick there.
And now he's going off on being angry instead of angry.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trifecta. What happened to Peach Panther though?
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
I was rooting for Peach Panther just because of
Yeah.
the name.
I was really proud of you.
Oh god. Oh boy. All right. And Berbatov goes to UConn.
Fausk Berbatov.
I think that's what, little boy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's little boy.
He was. I think he's been pretty active too. Trivia,
Yep.
welfare.
Yeah, well, M and Lasky, we didn't talk much about Lasky. They were both on my team, and good guys, good activity in the locker room, and I really wish they would have dropped to 33, both of them. Damn.
Yeah, it looks like Lusky's had actually pretty good earning too. I know D-Max was saying he's going to be the steal of the draft.
He's had a couple full capped weeks.
Yeah.
More or less.
Alright, who do we get still on the board here? Who's
D-Max
the
is
next?
now copy pasting his earlier
Yeah.
talk about Helmanen. Yukon goes with Faust Berbatov, left winger out of Kazakhstan. Decent earner, honestly.
That's that little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if
So-
he's
He,
referencing Dimitar Berbatov, the soccer player.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
I hope not.
I also was thinking that.
It's always possible.
He might be one of my least liked soccer players. I hate him.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
I hate him. But
Or,
yeah.
just don't play or follow soccer 'cause it's a bad sport.
It's the sport I follow the most, actually.
Who do you support again, DA?
Chelsea.
You're not allowed back in
Oh,
Canada.
God, I
Yeesh.
forgot. You and Victor both.
Yeah. And Gorlab.
I thought Gorlab was a Spurs guy.
Gorlab's
I know you
Chelsea.
are, Poptart.
Yep.
I was surrounded in that Moscow
Is this
locker
who I
room.
think it is?
Yeah, that's why I hate Berbatov so much. It's because of Spurs. Never
True.
forgive him going to United
love-
after Spurs.
You love, yeah.
I hate him. It's like one of those I don't really know why, but yeah, I hate him.
I mean, it's Adebayor, right?
Yeah.
It's true. True. Yeah, now I don't even know. Tottenham's in struggle city right now, so
Saskatoon picks up Adam Frentz, Reverb, who I could swear I
Reed
had on my
Kachow.
team in his
We
last
did,
player.
yeah.
Yeah, he's had like 4 players in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
What was this? Oh, I know who he was because he came
He's
in
Reed
with.
Kachow.
Yeah.
I like to believe, man.
He was at one point a very active and contributing member 40 seasons ago.
And he was also on a different
Obviously, yeah, he was plus minus.
Yeah.
He's turned very much not that now.
account. Yeah. His 91 content count since last October proves that very easily.
Yeah.
And on to the 4th round.
yes. Draft going
We're
5.
flying.
I know.
I'm so proud of all the GMs who are, really on top of it, submitting picks right away when they get to them.
Seriously. Really, yeah.
Pretty
No one's
impressive.
holding it up at all. I'm surprised.
Well, just wait, Cal will get a pick.
That's true.
Jack
Alright.
John goes.
Jack John. Damn. Surprised Toast hasn't gone yet. Oh wait, you can't say
Nice.
that.
Nice.
Oh, too soon.
Philadelphia picks up Jack John, welfare and practice facility guy. Well, be a good pick for him who, again, not going to compete this season.
Yeah, I mean he's like I said, he's 6'6" a week consistently. we have DMAX is up with another 35. My stream's been frozen for a while. Then it is it
Yeah.
frozen for anybody else?
No, D-Max has one more pick. 35's not updated yet.
Yeah. Oh, Meatball said it's free. Oh, it might be his internet. Okay, it's his internet.
So say my
Gotcha.
feed seems fine.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I can also test this by just making D-Max's alert appear. Yeah, it's still working.
All right, guys. Let's have some questions while we're gonna. Of course, DMAX was now following, blocking the screen. You had to do it just then.
Spencer
D-Max.
Elspie.
Yeah, picks up
There you go.
Spencer Ellsby, defenseman. Played 8 games for Mississauga. Complete welfare and practice facility guy.
Can still make the VHL on that, but I imagine it's a little disheartening to get there.
Yeah, you can get there on it. You just need to kind of pick up the extra article here, the trivia.
Yeah.
Easiest thing that you can do is pick up welfare practice facility, trivia, and press conference. Takes you 15 minutes. Get 8 TP.
Yeah, I actually expect Jack John to be pretty good. And I'm not just saying that because I took him in the 4th in yesterday's draft.
Well, Ellsby just did the draft profile too, like 4 hours ago.
Nice.
So that's actually that could be really good. And let's see,
Thanks,
Vegas takes Connor Tanner. Yeah, thanks Trifecta. Whatever. Connor Tanner. So that's Keegan. He's in a lot of other leagues. I don't know if anybody knows him from PBE or he's in SHL too. But he actually had his internet's out right now. So he was
damn.
like, yeah. So he has been. Plus, I'll shout out. Sounds he just got engaged too, but like
nice.
a couple days
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
That's
Yeah.
a good
So
reason to have 44 banked.
yeah.
I was wondering
yeah.
why you had the full 44 banked.
Yeah. So he hasn't been on, like I said, in a little while, just because of the fact that he's with his fiance now. So I knew that because he's on my team in OBX. So
See, that's funny. I'm on that team too, and I didn't know that.
you're killing me. How did you know he posted it?
I don't know.
He literally posted it.
When did he
Yeah,
post it?
you said congrats.
Did I? That's even better.
You 100% said congrats.
I probably did. I gotta go find this now.
I'm like pretty sure. Maybe you didn't. I'm engaged. It's Saturday at 9. You said
no,
it.
I did not.
AW Frick Stennett. I thought you did post. Just
No, I
kidding.
probably
You
posted
didn't.
something else right after it though.
Yeah. Everybody changed their name to have to do with CK, so it's hard to tell what anybody is.
To be fair,
but
I
yeah,
have all of OBX muted.
that's rude.
I'm not there. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, see, yeah, Raise is dumb. Yeah. Just be there. That's all.
I mean, pop into the
That's
locker room
good.
spot. Houston finally picks up their first pick of the draft. They take Glowy Goat.
Of course, they take Glory Goat. It's Sun and Glory Goat. It's like the anime boys.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm kind of
I-
surprised.
To be fair, that is actually a really good pick for the VHLM.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised Baraka doesn't take him earlier though. Maybe he knows he's
Yeah.
just gonna retire again.
Yeah, he could have a 25.
But yeah, Glowy is perpetually a minor league player.
Yeah.
In part thanks to well, I mean, I guess in most part thanks to Bush.
Possibly.
D-Max just made a very good point. If you're looking to kill time on the stream, evaluate and grade every single one of UConn's trades.
Oh my god.
So,
I've been
I think we'll do that when we get out of these rounds here soon. Get into the back end. I think we'll definitely go through some of the off-season stuff.
How many
Holy
trades have
shit,
they
I
had?
have not noticed.
I,
One,
I,
two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It just keeps
8,
going.
9,
I,
10.
I still don't
11,
understand why he needed a top
12.
5 pick so much. He said so much about that top 5 picks, and he took like a demon and a forward in it. Like, are you impressed? I'm not impressed.
I mean, to be fair, I bought that pick from him for a first, a second, and a fourth, and then got it back for a first, a second, and a fourth.
Yeah, yeah, and we all went batshit. Like, why are you doing
You
this?
guys went
Stop
bat-
feeding Minnesota
you
picks. Like,
guys
stop
went-
giving all your picks to Rays. Fuck off.
You went
And said, yeah,
batshit.
I needed a top 5. You'll see. You'll see.
You guys all went batshit. I'm just like, you guys realize like I overpaid like a week ago.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, we're just gonna ignore that part where you overpaid for the pick in the first place.
Yeah, we absolutely didn't care about you overpaying.
No, it was great. I overpaid, no one bats an eye. Cow overpays to get it back, everyone exploded.
I was planning on doing like a under 250 and evaluating all the off-season trades, and I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I think you remembered I exist. I am
There's
the
a lot of
soul.
trades.
I am the reason the VHLM does not get trade analysis.
Oh God.
Do
How
you-
many?
Do you want to go back to 67 Hatter? Do you want to take a look at that and look at how many trades I did during that?
Can you even? Is that on the portal, or do you have to?
I think you can go to. Let me see if I can find it.
If I remember right, it only has like the current season's transactions. I don't know where you can find the.
There is a way. I know there's a way.
Do you have to go into the manage team?
Yeah,
Maybe.
go to team and then go to trades and then go. It goes as far back as 64.
Yeah.
Let's see, 67, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in 67.
Jesus.
And then however many in 66 that were pretty much leading up to that, because that was all kind of in the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then another 8 in 66, which was basically me selling off at the trade deadline to set up for. Yes, to go. Yeah, if you're wondering who trades the most in the minor league, I don't think that's a question.
I don't think anyone's really wondering that.
Well, of all people, you and Banna know because you have to push through my damn trades every time.
Yeah. I think Cow tried to get me to push through a trade during this draft. Like, I clearly don't have anything better to do.
Yeah.
Apparently Josh did it, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Take that.
Yeah.
Hong Tun.
And Jomerson.
Yeah, we didn't mention Hjarmelson.
How did I? Hjalmarsson.
Let's see. What did UConn trade? So UConn just picked up Philadelphia's fourth and sent to Halifax a fifth, a fifth, a sixth, and a sixth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, might be good.
I mean, if Halifax can get one guy out of that, I think they win. Like straight up.
Yeah.
If they get one active, even picking up, say, like just 3 inactives that have 50 TPE, that's still better than, I don't know, the fourth. You get 4 shots for the price of, 1.5 per se.
I mean, if you're picking like between 4th and 7th round, it's essentially the same. I feel like it's essentially the same shot, at least in the later. You're kind of banking off of somebody with 30 to 40 TPE to actually like become active.
Yeah, it's a risk. Well, and this 4th round is still pretty good, especially if you want to just pick up inactives, like a 4th and 5th round, picking up an 80, 57, 53, just as a guy to fill a bench spot. Like if I didn't have like a decently full team, I would automatically I would be all over this.
So we had what, a couple picks, right? Jarmelson, Ton, and Jax.
Yeah, Jackson's the newest one that we don't have yet.
Claimed welfare a couple times.
Yeah. 2-week-old player, welfare and practice facility,
Visited 5 hours ago, so they're at least looking
That's
at
good.
it.
but he hasn't even applied his 30. His fresh 30. So
Ooh.
he actually has 42 banked, so
Needs a little bit of love.
Let's
D-Max has a new topic.
new topic. Poptart, talk about your doggo. Yeah, he's upstairs. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's what, 6 months now? 6 months old? Yeah, he's 6 months old.
Just gonna ignore that.
Oh god. Yeah,
Great.
he's I'll post another picture. Yeah, he's like 6 months old. Oh damn. Bill's got it. Stephon Diggs, if anybody cares about football.
God.
Or a first rounder too.
Yeah, insane.
And Mississauga takes Matthew Cepeda, another guy who makes his username also his player name.
All right.
Claims
Looks like-
practice facility and somehow managed to claim his first gen. That's
Oh
kind of
boy.
impressive,
But no welfare.
but no welfare.
All right.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs is gonna be a good pick for Buffalo if anybody cares. There you go, Max. D-Max, I just put a picture in Puppers. All right, looks like who's up right now? Is it Matza?
Yeah, it's Matza
Yeah,
in
it's
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh my god, how long is he taking?
That's the cutest dog
Well, it
I've
was
ever
Ottawa's
seen.
pick in the first
Thank
place.
This draft like rolling around pretty quick now. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah, he's getting big. He's like 40 something pounds now. He was like, I think he was like 10 pounds when we got him. It's crazy. Someone just tag someone tag Mots and tell him to pick.
Some guy in the chat just said Diggs will retire halfway through April.
Josh Allen just posted or just sent out a tweet. I was like, I don't know, dig that or something, which is kind of funny. Amari Cooper signing a $100 million contract. Jeez.
Hey, someone give me some of the off-season trades. Let's put them up and let's put Hatter on the quick
The
evaluations of trades.
VHL analysis or VSN level
Yeah.
analysis.
VSN analysis in seconds. Doesn't have to write
All
it
right.
out.
Minnesota and Las Vegas yesterday at 117.
First, second, third, first, second.
First, second, third. Or
Yeah,
third, second,
that
third.
one.
Yeah, that one.
It was 4 and 7, 4 and 17, 4, 9 and 15, and then I added a third.
4 and 17 for 9 and 15, and you added a third. Okay.
Right? Something like that. I moved up to 4, back to 17,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh God, this is.
And then added a
I
third.
don't know if I
And
am.
then added a third.
All of this.
Also, you had to pick one with Minnesota.
Yeah, I had to. Well, I thought I would do both of us in it, but
Yep.
you know, it depends because that third probably won't be worth much. I mean, as far as any third round goes.
Yeah, I mean, taking a look at this third round, it's been okay. 89, 96, 85, 88. And
I guess.
what are we going to be doing next season?
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think
I
is
think it was-
what it comes down to is, can Minnesota hold the season, or are we just trashing it? Which, if we're trashing it, it'll be quite helpful.
That's true. It also depends on what like what the needs were going into the draft. Like we didn't really need any top. Well, as of a week ago, we didn't really need any
Yeah.
top line forwards. That
As
might have
of-
changed around a
As
bit.
of hours before the draft, before the draft,
Sad trombones.
So when the trade was made, from that perspective, all we really needed was a goalie and maybe some filler players.
yeah, we only had 2 spots to fill. We had 3 spots to fill and 6 picks to do so at the time.
And so it's pretty conceivable to grab those up with what we needed. Hey, Poptart, what are you doing for a goalie? Do you have one already?
You wait. You just wait. I got something coming for you.
I have a sneaky suspicion it's Cow at the trade deadline.
No.
No?
It's gonna be sooner than that.
Oh, I thought. Well, you pick up a 30 TP player. But I thought Cow said he was recreating at the trade deadline as a goalie or something.
It'll be coming sooner than that. Quite
I didn't
possibly
even-
next week.
I realize now that came across as like major shade that I was throwing at your direction. I didn't even
No.
realize you didn't have a goalie yet.
I don't.
To be fair, I thought he still had an inactive goalie. So
I just assumed you did, yeah.
No, I don't. But
Have you claimed a free agent
Oh,
yet?
we don't even
Nope.
have
Okay.
an inactive goalie. We don't have nothing. But what are you doing?
Correct.
There's just
Yeah.
no goalie.
I thought
I'll
that
Stick
was-
Proto and make Proto switch. He's a first gen player, so he can do it still, right?
and to
I
be
don't
fair,
know if he wants to.
No, you can't make it. Goalie is 30 days. Proto's well.
Oh, is
past
it
that.
30 days? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Otherwise,
I thought it was just first gen.
No, it's. I remember looking at this because I thought about asking Sid to do so, or Sid is whatever he is here. I think he's someone on here, but he's one of our guys who just moved to defenseman.
Eddie Smith, I think, right?
Yeah, Teddy Smith. There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
He scored
Davison,
like a game winner
He did.
in the finals. I remember that. I wrote about that.
Okay, Mexico still
Davison-
hasn't picked. Someone
my God.
ping Matza.
Matza,
That's
are you
insane.
in chat?
No,
Or is
Matza's
he-
he's idle on VHL. Why
What is he
not,
doing?
He's not picking.
He's
Should
in
we
he's in
BPA
main
him?
room.
Yeah, so just
I
BPM
don't
at
know.
this point.
just get like the last player on the list. He's taking forever.
Whoever's the last and hasn't updated the longest.
Yeah, guys,
Just
keep
find him a
tagging
guy.
Just
Find him a
does-
guy that's called something like Jesus Christ, and he'll be freaking happy.
There's a center named Clamp God.
Yeah, just keep tagging him, please. In VHL chat, just keep tagging him until he picks.
Oh, he did just big.
Oh, all right.
Damn.
Oh,
That took a while.
No kidding. What the hell?
it was only
What
what,
was up with that?
8 minutes or so.
Yeah, just about. All right, they went with Andrew Green. That's the other goalie.
A Drewster. Done practice facility twice.
It's interesting. I mean, I guess it's a good thing if they can get the active goalie rolling, but they do have like 100 TP in active goalie right now.
How does he have practice facility twice if it says he has? Oh, I guess he visited on the portal alone. Yeah, okay. Because he joined Wednesday and last visited Wednesday. But he could have just gone and claimed on portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, def.
How many people are gonna recruit these 2 goalies on that are just created?
Everyone.
How hard are they going? Big Green and something.
They're getting 11 DMs tomorrow for sure.
Oh, easily. But yeah, if I don't get a goalie, I have a plan. Don't you worry.
Like
I don't know. I
Yukon will
just
get one of
really-
them and promise them minutes, and then he'll just use him and trade him to other teams because he knows they have value.
Oh, I figured out your plan.
What's my plan?
The thing that's blown up in our chat.
Oh no,
No?
I already asked.
Oh.
Well, that would be a good plan.
Yeah, it would have been good, but
I did.
no, I'm just Davison has max carryover right now. Just saying.
Oh, that's not. That's
Oh.
dirty. That's
I
dirty.
mean, why is that dirty?
That's dirty.
Well, can't
Just saying.
you do the retire and then he still plays in VHL
Yeah,
thing?
Next week,
He
yeah.
plays for the next. He plays
Next
for the
week.
rest of the season.
So I
Mhm.
mean, is it your last season or you have one more?
No, this is it.
Yeah,
it?
so it's not dirty.
Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah,
but he does lose out on a bunch of TP.
that's true.
Yeah, you
I do
lose on a
yeah.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you'll either sacrifice the carryover and recreate, or you'll sacrifice the half a season.
Yeah, I mean, and then you figure how many TP do you get in half a season?
Yep. That's.
That's.
I mean, you do get the off season though if you join.
Mm-hmm.
So you do lose. You do lose a pretty decent chunk. Like
It'll
I would
probably like
have
50 to 100 or something,
Well, it
or more than
depends.
that.
What's my lead on whoever's in my draft class?
Be Johnson, right? Or great? Is it Eagles?
I think Eagles has passed Johnson now. Or no, Burn actually is technically the next up in TP. I have a 72 TP gap on him. But I also joined as playoffs started.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
stumbled across the league not knowing what the hell it was.
I wish I
know,
joined at a better time. It wasn't the worst. It was like
Yeah.
it was literally on draft day.
Yeah, no, I joined 63. I played 34 games in 63, so that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I was trying to see if like there's any way that like I can not automatically apply carryover.
Nope.
But it's not a thing.
You'll either have to get hit by it or you won't.
Yep. I was hoping because my original plan was not to create a goalie, but
Yeah.
also VHL teams need goalies, so
They will once
Yes,
like that runs around.
no.
Yeah.
well, there's only what like 2 active goalies in the M right now.
Yeah. Well, Hextall just went up to Toronto. So like the spaces
Yeah.
up there aren't huge.
Spaces out a little bit.
San Diego takes Mason Shirley. Saskatoon takes Kazimir Komarov for a strong inactive who will probably come back.
He's not
And
inactive. He just
Chipperson.
trained. Komarov just claimed
He literally
training
just,
camp
yeah, he
with
literally just claimed
Toronto.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what he was still doing down there.
I'm surprised. No.
I didn't pick him
swear-
at 33 because I don't expect him to stay another season. And I want someone that can stay 2 seasons, but at 44, it's just too good to pass. Like
I swear I checked like an hour ago and he hadn't updated, so
he just got it.
yeah, he must have literally just put it through.
Or it just got accepted.
That's possible.
Where is it? Getting it up. 14 hours ago is when he posted it.
Mississauga takes
Yeah,
Noah
but-
Levi Johns.
He posted it 12 hours ago, but the claim queue is at like 300 right now, so
Update just
it might have been there for a while.
Yeah, DMAX said his last update was 3/5, which is why he was off his board. Yeah, he was off my board for that same reason. That'll probably be one of the biggest steals of the draft, I think.
The 109. I planned on taking him at 48 if he was still there, but
If he actually starts responding to PMs, I heard IR had an issue with him last year with that.
Ooh. There are currently 18 members across the 1,000 TP mark in the VHL.
ooh, nice.
Active players.
Active players.
Okay.
With
McWolf.
with 1, 2 who will pass it within a week, Frostbeard and Philly Fan. And then a whole swath above 950, like another 8 above 950.
TP inflation is real, man.
67, 67 and 66 were crazy draft class. Because of the top 10, 66, 66, 66, 66, 66, and then a couple in 64 and a couple in 65.
What are you looking up?
Just gone to the player list and sort by TP. Exclude VHLM.
Oh yeah. I always hate getting that nice little "you've been regressed" email, or that's like my
little ping.
least favorite. Yeah.
Saskatoon takes Gino Alcamino.
Hey.
Pretty much an absolute inac.
Yeah.
But
He was here
UTP
before, and he got to 200 TP at least. I know because I recruited him and I got the full reward, and then left for like 8 seasons. Now he's back and he looks like he left again.
Yeah.
He came
But
in
yeah.
at this. He came in at the same time as Oil Man Dan, and the two of them were neck and neck for like the longest time because they were both on Ottawa when I was actually their GM, and
Yeah, I was there
then,
too.
like, yeah, you were, and then like right before the draft, Chase just fell off the planet.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I remember like the latest mock draft had him in like the late first round, and he ended up like getting drafted in the third because he hadn't updated in like 3 weeks.
Well, that's what happened with Reich Chernobyl in my draft class. He was one of 4 goalies going for it, and he just fell off the face of the earth.
One of 7 goalies drafted to Davos in like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Oof.
So there's currently 4 players with over 1,000 TPA.
Yeah.
Probably will be 5 because MGS is 5 away. And they're all 66, 67, and even 68 in like the tops. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Green's down there. Yeah, with 456.
Yeah. So for TPA, it's Triple H, me, Freeman, Acid Burn, MGS are the top 5. The highest guy, who's the highest one left from 65 at this point? Because that's the only one.
Stropko.
Yeah, and that's 774. That's low.
Holy.
There's no inflation with 66, 67, and 68, I swear. I mean, to be fair, if you want to compare it to Eno, though.
Yeah, we don't speak about
Yeah.
Eno.
Like, could I slowly catch up to him? Yeah, probably. But still, he had better factors, and now we're getting a nerf, so I'm out of luck there.
I love that he stopped at exactly 2000.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
funny.
don't think
Like-
he was able to do anything else. Like, wasn't he right there?
Well, he was already
Really?
full build. He already went back up to what he wanted to, so he basically said, I'll get to 2000 and then retire.
Oh no, he didn't full cap on the last one.
Yeah,
He
he
did
stopped at
stop.
2000.
Yeah, he wanted
I remember
to
him
make sure
saying something to that.
because he could
effect.
have ridden out right to the trade deadline. I think he stopped like a week or something.
At some point,
'Cause-
what's the point?
Yeah, because he had his GM players, so technically he could have kept updating for the entirety
Yeah.
of the season.
Even if he would have kept, I lost my train of thought. Even if he would have retired at the trade deadline, he couldn't have created another player, so there was no use. He just
Yeah,
went all in with TP. He didn't even get any of the
depreciation
regression.
credits.
Yeah,
I remember
he
that.
just went all in with TP. That was the goal.
Yeah, it was pretty funny actually.
Yeah.
Las Vegas takes Hank McKill. Mexico takes Lucas Robertson, whose username is the wonderful I don't know 123.
Is it
And
better than having your player name as your?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Zyrock
better, okay.
12. And Halifax takes Brandon LaBelle, who created last week and has not applied any.
He created yesterday.
We forget so quickly about Big Hardcore 32.
Yeah, I guess he could have because it was March 15th. My bad.
That was definitely the best one.
It was very good.
Because he was obviously going to go inactive in like 5 days. Nobody comes on here with that type of a username and actually sticks.
I wonder who, like, the most wild username is that is stuck around.
That's a good question.
That's a good question to pose.
Hmm. I guess what do you consider
Yeah,
wild?
I mean, there's Penny.
Yeah, I was just
That's
looking at
just
that too.
dumb. Like, what do you consider like crazy or
You know, like
wild?
something like Beavis. Just a really weird name. No.
I mean, if we're talking weird names, I don't think you can pick a username that's not at least a little bit weird.
Yeah. I
Or you
like
can just-
Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
Pop-Tart's good.
you can just pick literally a different username on every site if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
except
does that?
Then everyone thinks you're a
Seriously,
dick.
who would do that? Who does that?
I mean, to be fair, when Poptart messaged me as Bailey, it confused the crap out of me
Good. That's
for
the
a
point.
good while.
I that's why I asked when I first hopped in. I was like, I have no idea who Bailey is.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, and then he messaged me on PB, and that made it even worse.
Yeah. Like literally my first week in PBE, the point task team was to talk about members of sim leagues we were thankful for, and Bailey tagged me, and I had absolutely no idea who he was.
You're the secret admirer, McWolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, why does like an admin of the PBE likes me that much? I've been here
Yeah.
1 freaking week.
Yeah, that's what happened with me in the draft. I'm
Yeah.
like, who? Like, I've been here days.
Yeah.
McWolf, what's your who is your first gen?
It's McWolf.
It was, okay.
Yeah,
I
it
wasn't
was.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's harder to negotiate a contract or a trade with Poptart.
Listen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm the worst.
Should I be thankful that the VHLM contracts are set, or?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, all right. He says yes right away.
It was
I'm
long.
thankful too.
It took some time.
Speaking of contracts though, Raze, did you ever like get anywhere with the restructuring proposal?
No. I mean, it's
Okay.
still
In theory being discussed.
Bog still says it's under discussion, but as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much been tossed out the window for the second time I've proposed it, third time I've proposed it now, something like that. Like, I keep trying to give them something, and they just keep going, the store needs fixed. So then I give them something for the store, and they're like, salary cap's fine, we don't want to work with it. I'm like, but here's how to fix both.
I'm still not convinced with like store fixes that have been proposed. I feel like there
No.
needs to be something else, but
Part of it is
I don't know.
they want to talk about equipment, and then when you talk about equipment, you have to talk about player archetypes, and they are very anti-player archetype.
Yeah.
A lot of the store stuff's just so useless.
It's literally saved for depreciation. Like if you're planning
Yeah.
on staying your whole career and trying
Yeah.
to go all 8 seasons, save for depreciation
Yeah.
and don't do anything else pretty
Well,
much.
and exactly, I need 1.5 mil, and then I can get both my depreciation fighters plus 2 Yagers. Like the fact that I can already get both my depreciation fighters, have another Yager, and I'm only 1.5 million from a second Yager. Like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're on the high end though, keep in mind.
Yeah, but
Both
still.
both on TP and contract
Well,
like that you
okay.
grabbed.
So, but even in that theory, I'm 1.5 away from another Yager. Well, the Yager's 7 mil, so take away my 3 million bonus or whatever it
Extra.
was.
Yeah, true.
I think technically it was 4 mil. I still have over 1 million over what I need, and that's just by earning. And
I did the math when I was starting to regress with McWolf, and I found that the Jaeger in the 6th season, where the depreciation is the weakest, is still better value than the better TP package. So yeah, we need better TP package. That's what's up.
The depreciation fighters are well more worth it. Like for me to
Yeah.
buy the final season, I regress. I think it was like 150 less or something.
Yeah,
I'll
I
check.
only lost 213 this year, which isn't terrible.
I mean, that's like a little, like that's about 1 season's earnings.
Yeah.
Well, give me a second.
Maybe.
Well, and to be fair, it also depends on what your build is. If your build is a 899 versus a 999, it does make that much more of a difference.
Actually, speaking of, just because I haven't actually ever looked into it, what's the full like 99 on all 4 primaries build cost for a goalie? Plus, like I guess like 80 to 90 in the
like-
other ones.
Like the full 99?
Like 99 across the 4 primaries, and then 80 through 90, somewhere in that range.
Well, I
on the-
mean, I'm currently at what I'm going to call my full build, and that's 1070.
Okay.
So that's 99
Yes,
across the
that's about what I mean.
fours, plus 99 in size, and then 80 in agility, 70 in skating, and then 10 in
little
leadership
bit in
and
penalty
45 in
shot.
penalty shot.
Yeah, so it's 760 to get to the 4. The 4 main ones is 760. And that's
Yeah.
everything else 35.
Just those, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I mean, Ray's, your build is like about what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. So
I'm
yeah,
at like
1070.
the what you would call like it is the top build. Like if I kept going, could I crank penalty shot up to 70? Yeah. Is it going to be worth it?
No.
Every single testing I've done has shown near zero difference, especially in like win ratio. Like it doesn't make.
See, you love size too, and like
Anyway.
I think 70 is the highest I got to get on size.
I did testing, and size was actually one of the few that showed a difference. Skating actually showed negative returns above 70-ish, but if you
Yeah.
had 40, it was a punishment. So there is a middle ground on some of them. I did a whole whack of testing. Like I simmed like 2,000 games just to test goalie.
Did you post that? I think I remember reading
I
it.
don't know if I posted it. I might have sent like you specifically something smaller,
Okay.
but I wouldn't have.
I remember
posted
somebody
that.
doing a size or like a regression test on size.
Yeah.
Possibly D-Max.
Was that you, D-Max? And I know you're in chat right now.
It might have been D-Max. It might have been who was the other guy who was doing stats for a while? Who's
I
kind of
can't
just
remember who
he
it
just
was.
disappeared. So
I'd be curious to see because I was just looking at
Flyers
next to
fan
it, like
did? I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of, but it may have been.
don't think Flyers fan was the one I'm thinking of either.
I don't know. I've been focusing size as well.
Yeah, I think I got to like let's
Yep.
see, where am I at now? I'm at 78 now, but
It definitely doesn't need to be 99. I just I'm at the point where it's like I may as
You
well
have
put
the
it
TP.
somewhere
yeah,
because I only want to have so much banked. Let me see if I can pull up.
because we're actually pretty similar in stats wise between us. Obviously, you're 4 years and I'm done my last one.
Yeah.
And you've played on a good Seattle team.
I mean, define good though. Both.
34, 39, 38 wins.
I know, but are we really going to talk about how good they were, or are we going to talk about how I
I mean-
dragged them most of the way through the season?
I mean, think about where I was for
Yeah,
4
okay,
years.
you were on Davos.
5
Yeah,
years.
but then you came to Moscow, you know?
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
I think that was
Glory days.
that was my worst season, right?
I'm
Yeah.
going to very
It's because
quickly
you spent the first
close
3
off my
quarters
display
with
Yep.
uh,
Davos.
while I
Yeah.
open
an
this.
unfortunate Davos team.
Yep. Oh man, I wish. Yeah, I thought we were gonna be so good too.
Like that season or the seasons before
No,
that?
the
I was
season
gonna
before
say,
that.
no offense to him, but yeah.
I know. I had my yeah. It's all right.
Make sure.
It's too bad.
I'm just trying to make sure my testing doesn't pop up on stream immediately, because that would end badly.
Hmm.
So I'm just shutting off my display every time I open the Excel sheet. I think it is. I have so many. This was a poor decision. Elo. Is that what I called it? Haha, found it. Okay.
Yeah. I liked being a goalie too, so even if I career goalie a second time, it'd be fun.
Yeah, I've liked it. I don't know. I think I'd want to try a skater for the second player.
That was my plan, but I think
Things may change.
yeah.
Thanks, D-Max.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's so teams like it's so weird that like teams actually need
Okay,
goalies
yeah.
now.
I know what you're talking about, D-Max.
All right, there they are.
Yeah,
Assists,
not the one,
points.
but
I actually do remember this, but I remember one specifically for goalies too.
yeah, because there was a guy who did a set of like 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in my testing, I dropped agility down, but I also brought it up past. What am I set at now? Go back to my player. Hold on.
Actually, D-Max, that one you sent was before I was even in the league.
Yeah. So there was. God damn it! How hard is it to get to your own player page? So I did one where I dropped my agility down to 40, and I did one where I bumped it up to 99. Dropping it down had a very clear negative effect, but again, not ridiculously. And bumping it up basically kept it the same. I went from like my neutral is 0.921, and bumping it up to 99 was 0.919, and bumping it down went 0.918.
Okay.
Like, so it did make, and the goals against average went up on the bumping it down, whereas the other one it just stayed the same.
Did you sim multiple seasons or just the one?
I simmed, I believe, what is it, 720 games per.
Jeez, okay.
I did 10 seasons at 72 games.
So like a very legit amount.
Yeah, like I did that, and then one of my other testings I did like a 500 game season. Just because at the point I was bored. I was bored at one point.
I wonder if there's the sim variants too, though. Like if some of that has to do with sim variants.
Yeah, there will be some sim variants, but that's why I basically go like it's within 0.002. It's probably just margin of error.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that I noticed very much did cause problems was bringing skating from 70 to 90. Dropped the save percentage 0.004 and upped the goals against by 0.15 ish. So that it did well. Obviously, it's like not whatever. It's not the worst in the world. The stats wise, it definitely showed, and in win loss record, it showed. Even though
That's
I didn't
weird.
really care to track win loss too much.
You just bumped it up to 90?
Yeah, like I didn't go all the way to 99 because I was testing a realistic build. Like at that point,
Yeah,
if I brought it all the way to 99, don't have enough TP to kind of recover.
I'm curious what it would be though if you put like size down and then up, like size to like 80 or something, and then skating to 99, like kind of flipped them.
Yeah, that one would be interesting. I didn't
I'd
bother.
be curious.
I only bothered to test dropping agility. I did
Mhm.
also test bringing up puck control, which
How do you even do that though? We can't
um
update those.
we can't update it, but that's why I wanted to test it. We can
Oh,
update it in the
yeah.
sim.
Mm.
It's just not something we can pay for.
Yeah.
It obviously showed no statistical change, but if we were able to pull analytics, which I could do, but to put them all together would be like a huge pain in the ass. Just to figure
like
out like
pass
how
to
often
pass
the
to
goalie decided to go out of the net to play the puck.
Yeah.
I could get DMAX to write the script if he ever feels like it. If you're in the chat and you want something to do, DMAX, you can
It's so
start.
kind of you.
You can add the goalie puck grabs to your analysis that I run. But yeah, it didn't show much. The only thing that really showed improvement was bringing up hand speed, despite the guy who wrote those 3 articles. One of the things that was found was hand speed actually tended to show negative, but he was only basing it off of current players and current goalies and current stats, whereas I was doing a bunch of like, I guess, isolated tests.
Yeah.
So in isolation, it does show that hand speed going up does improve. On mine, it improved the save percentage by 0.004 and goals against by 0.15. Which again, nothing's like huge, but it's enough to know.
Right.
Pop-Tart,
Yeah.
you're up.
Yep. I'm on it.
And don't take Brewitt, because Brewitt is a replacement for Fury, who was ineligible.
Okay. And I won't take these guys.
Also, don't take other ineligible players, please.
Yeah, no. Should I
Basically,
like pull it?
all the ones that say March 16th and 17th are ineligible.
Oh, you suck. All right. Let me just...
Sounds good, DMAX. Obviously, having even what I have now is very much appreciated. It's fun to work with.
Yeah, no, that's good to know. There's
I do plan
Vic
on
was
probably doing more testing, but I did so much testing that
Just
I
got
just
burnt
kind of
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did all of the testing back when I didn't know I could have like 250 games before it started having problems.
Mhm.
So I was doing like 72 games at a time rather than like a
250.
yeah. It was a lot more work that way. I could have cut my workload in like a quarter. Could have done a quarter of the work.
Nice.
Well, to be
I was
fair,
talking.
it's not an easy setting per se. Like it's kind of like, oh, here's the minimum to make it play only this team in this conference, but if you bump it up, it also causes weird scheduling problems.
Yeah.
But STHS isn't well oiled.
I remember Vic was telling me that like, and this was probably completely anecdotal, but from his experience, like bumping up rebound control first was big.
Yeah,
interesting.
that
I was focusing on reaction time with my like first stat that I would bump up when I got them all to an equal playing field, but
so my thought on that one is they're both kind of equivalent. Like if
yeah.
I'm gonna look at my stats, just because you have rebound, style, hand speed, and reaction time. Well, which one starts first? Your first one's reaction time. So you got to be able to stop the puck. So you got to be able to
Yeah.
react to it. So in theory, you would probably want to go reaction time and then kind of rebound or hand speed. The
Yeah.
thought is if you get hand speed, it's good because it means if it's glove side, you're going to keep the puck, but it also doesn't really mean anything. Blocker, pad, it means nothing there. Rebound controls all the rest of those, as well as the fact that, well, it may rebound control does lead to a cut down on rebounds. It also seems to cut down on quality of shots, though we have no real way of tracking that
Yeah.
other than tracking rebound goals and then kind of guessing whether or
That a
not.
rebound goal is easier maybe
Yeah.
than a
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much our
Mhm.
guess at that point. So by looking at that, it's like, we don't necessarily know, but we can kind of guess. But again, more leaning on the anecdotal evidence there. And then size and agility just kind of seem to be ones you should pump up, as well as skating, but there doesn't really seem to be a reason as to why you should, just that you should.
have we ever gotten anything with leadership? Like, does that help anything?
Okay. I've
No.
done testing. I have done it with both morale set to 1 and disabled, as well as morale set to 1 but enabled. And both times there does seem to be a minor difference positively by having leadership. But that said, it's again more margin of error-esque
Yeah.
than real proof.
Than
And-
significant results.
Yeah, and but morale does matter. I have noticed that if you set a team with 99 morale and a team with 40, and they're exactly the same, then 99 does lean higher. When I was doing some of the sims, I even set teams to their morale that they should be while I was doing shadow sims. And misset the morales one time, realized I misset it, went through and simmed again, and fixing it caused the team I fixed to actually do better because they had a higher morale than originally did. No SO, we're not done yet. Welcome to the VHLM.
I do like though that we have 3 goalies in chat.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
become the goalie chat.
It's weird. I don't usually get the chat goalies, so I don't mind it. Players, it's like pump scoring. Like
Pump defense.
Yeah.
Skating, go.
Yeah, pump defense, pump scoring.
So
That's about it.
yeah, it's crew skating. It's scoring and defense
Yeah,
all the way up.
So like passing doesn't help.
Depends. If you're going for a playmaking build, passing only does make an effect. Again, not something we as a league per se can look at, but with the analytical stuff I have from DMAX, we both can look at passing. And I do notice a difference if a player has higher passing or is upgraded passing, that it does in fact have an effect on how many passes you make. It also, one of the things we found out, quote unquote, found out more recently, that the skating is also one of the 3 choices that your player makes.
Mhm.
Before, a lot of the talk was, oh, it's like you're scoring or passing. Well, one of the things we've gone through and kind of read with STHS is it's actually more scoring, passing, and skating. Your player
Yeah,
will
that's what
actually
I've
check
heard.
all 3.
Mhm.
Not to say that no one knows it, but it's more of a recent, like, it's becoming more common knowledge
Discovery, so to
recently.
say.
Yeah. So if you've seen our build guide, though, to be fair, you probably haven't looked since I updated it, but I've actually updated it to change and show that change in ours.
Yeah.
Because again, the sim goes, oh, if we have 3 99s, you have equivalent chance of doing all 3. You have an
Right.
equal chance to shoot, you have an equal chance to pass, you have an equal chance to skate with the puck. And then
Yes.
with skating, puck handling minorly affects that. With passing, I believe defense is the effect on that one, and I think scoring is the only one with no secondary effect.
Yeah,
So
because
in
all has to
theory,
do with
if you
that decision-making formula they have.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about going like a playmaking center with my next guy.
Playmakers are more useful than people think. Everyone goes, oh, they don't get stats though, or oh, like they don't really do anything, they don't show up. They don't.
That helps the team win though.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff you miss is the fact that, well, they may not always show up on the stat sheet even with assists, because that's also the problem. Is often you're not the second assist or the primary assist. You're the guy who got it through the neutral zone and out of the defensive zone on 2 passes. But it
Just like-
definitely has shown to be more useful.
Just like power forwards are very overrated because they give funny stats to look at. You get goals, you get hits, but
Hits,
and
yeah.
you if you spend 200 minutes in the penalty box, you're not helping
Yeah.
your team at all.
Well, that's the
look at
problem.
McWolf's playoff history. I never got in the finals, and I probably was a very selfish player on the ice.
Well,
That's why I was thinking
Ma-
about going like full face off, full passing, and like puck handling skating.
passing does have diminishing returns. Or sorry, face-offs has diminishing returns, but not in the sense you think. You would think it would have diminishing returns just stat-wise. The diminishing returns is actually because of the other people's face-off values. So a guy with 80 has about, say you have 80 face-offs versus a guy who's got 60. Well, your percentage isn't going to be like 20% higher. You're actually only going to be about, say, like a 60% face-off win, even
Yeah.
though you should have you have a 20-point gap. You would think you'd have about a 20% lead on him.
But the percentage isn't. Which is like fair, that makes sense. The draft is already closed, right, guys? Like in
No.
terms of
No.
Well,
Not
okay,
closed at all.
Draft eligibility is
eligibility.
closed,
That's
but,
based off the
but
comment
yeah,
that just came in
the
from
draft is still going.
Cooper.
We're in the we're in the tail end.
But like eligibility is closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ian Cooper.
I mean, if he wants to say about his player,
I'd like to know who his player is.
You have some
Sure.
VHLM GMs and AGMs in chat, so we'd love to hear.
Yeah.
Well, that would
Self
be the
plug.
other
You're
thing.
here. Appreciate you watching. It's late too.
Speaking of,
just-
actually, I might be dipping out really quick because my dinner just came out of the oven.
Oh, no worries, man.
Shepherd's pie, baby.
It's midnight here too, so
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
it's almost 11.
I'll hop back in if you guys are still in chat, but take care, guys. Good draft.
Take care, Hatter.
see ya.
See ya.
I mean, if we want, I can see if Cal wants to
Is
come
there
explain
any-
some of his stuff now.
Yeah, Ian, feel free to. Is there any way to join this league or draft?
Yeah, I'm a little confused by what he said.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to join the league, do we
If you
just
wanna
post a
join-
link to
Yeah,
the league?
post a
Can we
league.
share points?
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right, cool. I just posted the link anyway.
Oh,
I'm adding
mean-
Cal. Don't give him
Well-
the portal. I'm a mod and I don't know how to remove it from my own chat.
Let's just all send the link. VHL portal.
Hatter's gone and has now.
Is any of Acid or Hulk still here? Like, are we going to get a Ottawa pick, or are we just
Well,
waiting?
Hogan just
Um,
responded in Magical Forest.
He did. Oh, all right.
That doesn't exist, obviously.
Yeah.
Hogan did. He broke the rules.
Anybody who's still on at this point already knows.
True. I don't need to join. No, it's still.
He's an idiot.
It's not over.
That's
till Wednesday,
fine.
It's over. Is he still? Is Ian Cooper still on?
Who knows?
It's just a. Do you think he was just like on Twitch? Oh, right here.
Yeah, I got
Six-
nothing.
Once I'm a P2L43 with 550 goals and 440 assists. Damn, they're good. 200-foot game.
No,
pretty good.
I have a theory. We're live in NHL 20.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
There's a lot
That-
of NHL 20 leagues, which
Oh,
we're not.
you can join a A not NHL 20 league.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I could score 550 goals in my career.
Fine. Go away, Cal.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to join.
Sounds fun to me. My
Oh,
key component is
Sonnet's
either my game sense or my shot. You can update shooting.
I'm gonna make everyone hate me for a second. Ping all the GMs.
Nobody else left. I want. Good. Good to see.
This is the VHL, Mr. Ian Cooper. We are a sim league based on the sim engine STHS.
You essentially do tasks in order to make your player better. Like I said, it's all simmed through Simon T. Not NHL 20. It's not as interesting as that. It's all
Yeah.
text based.
We do the All-Star game on NHL 20, but it's not easy to
Alright.
get into that.
Why don't we have an NHL 20 team?
Because
We have a
NHL
Clash.
20 is a pain.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Clash
really,
Royale clan.
if NHL 20 brought back GM Connected, we would probably do NHL 20 as our sim engine. Despite it
True.
probably being just as finicky as STHS's.
NHL 02.
IR past the 54th pick. I'm guessing he passes again.
I would assume. I thought that was the rule, is that you can pass a second time.
Yeah, I think it is, but it's just I just want to make sure everything is absolutely perfect. So, you know, because I've already fucked it up once. So
I mean, did you fuck it up though, or did they fuck it up?
I did.
Well,
I gave the guy that they said was ineligible.
yes, but did he pick said guy?
No. Nobody picked anything. He said Baraka said to BPA him by
BPA.
time. BPA him by time rather than BPAing him by TPE. And I'm like, this guy is just on. He must be the BPA by time. And as it turned out, he was ineligible.
Oh, D-Max with the nice thoughts, while the rest of us just say nothing about it.
You did the
Yeah.
great work.
D-Max says you're too hard on yourself.
I mean, to be fair, it's one minor problem in this entire draft.
I mean,
So
the fact that the portal hasn't exploded yet is pretty good.
yeah.
I think we just got to blame Matza for taking forever with that one pick.
Yeah, I think it's Mazza's
Which
fault.
leaves McWolf at 66.
Yeah, I'm looking at the board.
Okay.
I'm not content with what I see.
Yeah, there's not much there. I'm thinking of not doing a 7th round, by the way, unless somebody wants it.
I would do it, but I have no pick.
Yeah, I know you would.
I call
Yeah,
for
you-
an 8th round.
There's definitely not going to be an 8th round because I don't know how to add rounds.
Oh,
I traded for Ray's 7th pick with my 7th for next year, and I'm not even sure I'm going to use my 6th pick.
that's true. He did do that.
Well, anyway, I'm not sure I would have used my
Yeah.
7th next year anyway. So.
D-Max, the guy in chat, wants the 7th round. We're going to 7.
That's my AGM. Apparently, we want a 7th round.
Well, we're going to 7 then.
What you do? Oh man.
There
Right.
you go.
I'll
Who
get
is
someone.
Ruin It Up It?
I'll get some.
Who is Ruin It Up It?
Yeah,
That's Viper.
D-Max wants
Viper,
7
okay.
too. Perfect. We're on 7.
Viper Hawks 19.
Oh,
Fine.
Here, you have
Kill
7,
me, Ray.
and you can
Yeah.
pass anyone
Which
who's
means
not
it's
active
now-
in a round.
Yeah, which means it's now McWolf twice.
yeah. I'll get
If he,
someone
wa-
else.
if he doesn't
Hey.
want the first one.
He takes
I-
Betholio.
I personally want round 7, so I'm going to get us into round 7.
D-Max said I want 7, and now he said, oh crap, I have a feeling he wanted Betholio. Why are you? I don't even talk
In
to
that
you.
case, wait.
Do really want you to play.
No, I'm good. I probably should have said all that stuff to hidden, but you know, I was too lazy.
No, I don't think anybody's looking.
Yeah.
There's one guy left that updated in March, huh?
I mean, it's worth filling your team just with dead people.
Yeah. Albert's most the. Oh wait, no, that's most the way.
Yeah, Albert Stoner.
Do you know the way?
Okay, who took most away?
We
don't
actually run on 1.1 Ken Fury. We
You
use
just
the
created too.
Why do we?
do use the version 3 client, but we use the version 3 client, we use the version 3 of the sim, but we use the 1.1 engine as opposed to the 1.5, the 2.1, or the 2.2.
Ken Fury. Is
Okay,
a,
I'll just go with BP and screw that.
what, stay-at-home
I
defenseman?
can always just click the end draft button.
Don't click the button.
Yeah, Ken. I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of pitches tomorrow around noon. So
Or are we
Ah,
opening it at noon?
Okay,
Yes.
there is one guy. There is one guy DMAX wants. Let's go ahead.
tomorrow at noon you'll get like 1 million.
Okay, so Gonzalez, fair. Baraka wanted BPA by time.
Yeah, fair enough, Ken. We've all tried it. We
So-
just don't necessarily understand, even though we've probably read over the
He will go.
engine quite a lot. I mean, Acid did decompile the engine.
Stoner.
For
if I
real?
remember. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he could decompile the whole thing. I know he said he was at least trying to decompile a lot of it.
Still wanted BPA by
And
time as
he
well.
pretty much said it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and there's quite a lot of strings that don't go to anything.
Yeah, it's a silly text-based
Yep.
engine that kind of makes no sense.
Also, incoming Hogan.
Oh no, he's gonna sing.
If he sings, I can just punt him.
Yeah,
No, I hope he
please.
does.
Hey, it's
Can you
Hogan.
guys hear me?
Yeah, but I've also boosted you to 200, so now everyone can probably hear you on stream too.
Cool.
Heard that part.
There he is. Dill's pick.
Want me to sing?
And it's Poptart.
Oh no. All right.
See if Banno will come in. Just ring him.
Song do you guys?
Aww.
Oh, come on, Banner.
Aww. Boo.
Typing. He said, "Oh fuck no."
After he said he wanted it.
He's in bed. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go too. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. It's midnight, so I'm good. Thanks for having me.
That's even better. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Did he pick before he left? He did. Okay.
Yeah, he did. I was like, wait, did he seriously walk away?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah, you're pretty much right, Ken. It's
Yukon wanted
literally like
Skip.
every other piece of spaghetti code. It is, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's a fair. Yeah, it's not a good engine. We just use it because it's not as broken as other engines.
Mexico wanted Skip.
Very honestly, the VHL is all about the community. Like the engine is pretty much crap, but we're having fun.
Well,
This
Hey,
is
I'm
fun
here
right
to-
now.
I'm here to win cups.
part of it is we've become the parody era, which
And it's
I'm
D-Mac.
not a huge
Yeah.
fan of. Like, I kind of
Yeah,
wish that. Obviously, I've called for a cap increase for, I don't know, since before I was drafted. I think I called for
Either
a
a cap increase or just a contract restructuring that makes it so not everyone gets minimum. That's
Yes.
completely dumb.
Exactly. Which is why when I've thrown 3 different fucking types of restructures at the board and they've just kind of gone, it's very disheartening, honestly.
Was it you that came with the like dual cap idea? Like you have like a cap for you sign guy, you give a minimum, but then you have a cap to negotiate like bonuses or shit.
No, I stole that from. I say stole in the sense I did my first bout of restructures. I then was in the middle of creating a second bout of restructure when he posted that one. I said that was a good idea, let me work on it, and then took it and like actually quoted and gave credit, put it in mine with a separate modified idea. That got thrown out. I then specifically only tried to fix RFAs this 3rd or 4th time, and that's supposedly still in Bog, but I'm 90% sure Bog went, I don't care, and then threw it out too.
We're never gonna get it. We're all bound for a minimum contract forever.
Well, that's the problem. It's like, there's no point in negotiating. Like, I understand, like, we don't want to be like pay to win or like pay to play, but, and I guess like we can't compare
Okay,
ourselves to like
Max
SHL
picks, so now we'll see if
and PB.
Sonnet
Sonnet on?
is actually on.
Sonnet's
Is
on.
he? I don't think he knew he had another pick. Except
Well, I pinged him, so
I was about to explain to him what not to pick.
yeah, well. But yeah, I don't know. I've tried 3 or 4 times to run something through them. That it's pretty much just I'm throwing shit at a wall and it's not working. Which, to be fair, is why.
Them to do it.
Well, I tried, but I've stopped. Like, I stopped posting them in suggestions because it was like I think I claimed 7 to 8 media spots out of just my restructures. But it's kind of whatever. Boo, Sonnet passes. Welcome
Honestly,
back.
I'm very okay with that at this point.
Hogan, you're on.
Although the funny part,
7th pick.
No, he passed on the last one.
Oh, no, he did. Shame on you. I'm glad D-Max can feel it. He says, yep, the Bog sure knows how to kill the spirit of new ideas. DA, what are your comments on this? I know you're not Bog, but you are Commissioner.
I mean, I am in there.
Are you Bog?
Yep.
I didn't know you were officially Bog.
Commissioners are in there by default.
You know, I should have known that. But I also didn't
there are
really...
just so many people in the bog that you just forget about so many of them.
Well, like, Bana,
So,
I could have sworn Bana was in there beforehand. Beavis was in there beforehand.
I was in there beforehand.
Beck was in there beforehand. So I was just like, to me, I just look at that and like, I don't know why Bog would be commissioners.
And the final pick,
McWolf, you gotta
is
wrap it up.
McWolf.
Don't pass it. Pick something
I
good.
won't. I paid for it, so I'm gonna use it.
You paid
That's
for it, so
true.
you're gonna use it.
Oh, that's a good way to say it.
The fuck is All Day McTwigski?
Wait, what?
There's a player named All Day McTwigski.
I mean, to be fair, you gave Mississauga a stoner.
Yeah, I know, but he was the most recent, and that's what they wanted, was the most recent.
Yeah.
So Carson Dumpy. Oh no, he's actually viable. He's not eligible for the draft. He's one of the new guys.
Yeah.
Joseph F. Ubaba.
Let's just go through the good names at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Majestic
Buffalo.
Not a lot of fun names this draft. I mean, Clamp God, which I'm assuming
Yeah.
is a play on both Rap God and Lamp God.
What? How is that a play on that?
Have you never seen the video Lamp God?
No,
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Clamp
doesn't
guys
ring a
so
bell.
good.
Okay, I'm
Like
gonna.
he clamping him like in basketball for defense.
Well, okay,
And
that can make.
defenseman?
Well, I don't know basketball.
It's
That was just what came to my head.
what
Also,
I
it's
love
in a
about ball,
hockey
you know?
league.
Hmm?
Well, to be fair, he is a center, so that would make some sense.
What about what's that guy's name?
Last pick is in New Panda. Let's go.
Here, I'll post the stupidest
This
thing.
walrus.
It's this. This is Lamp God.
Okay.
This is what I was thinking of.
I'm not watching that.
I'm not saying to watch it. I'm just saying there it is.
I'll watch it later.
It's
With the-
nigga Ega, yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Be careful.
What?
yeah. If you get me Twitch striked because of him,
His accent.
yeah,
He's getting a strike.
that's fair. He's French.
Yeah.
Hank
My channel,
Timmons,
like,
who's
yeah,
Noob Panda. Oh, he's got 70 in scoring. It's worth something. Thanks for sticking around right to the end, D-Max. Nice to have you. Somehow we stuck with 9 viewers throughout the entire draft, right to the very bitter end. That's actually impressive. Like, what 9 lunatics stuck around?
I mean, I have the draft stream open, so I'm sure I'm one of them.
Yeah, but still, even if we assume like half of them were our guys, there's still 5 guys who stuck around for 2. We're now live for 2.5 hours.
And Fury, Ruin It, Tuppet, and let's see.
We
Oh,
haven't commented
Max
on
counts.
any pick in like 3.5 rounds.
Yeah, we started
Yeah.
talking about statistics. I should try and break this up. I'll claim half of it as a draft stream, and I'll just claim the back half as a podcast.
Do you guys care about that?
I don't know.
St. Patty's Day right now.
I mean, St.
Officially.
Patrick's Day would have been fun, but you know, Corona.
No, it's today. Like right now, I got a Shamrock Shake in the fridge. Yeah, green glow.
Oh yeah. Nah, I'd rather go to Dairy Queen and get a mint Oreo Blizzard.
We don't have Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah, you're on the loser island.
No, we have one. We used to have another one.
Oh, that's amazing, DA.
Yes, it is.
These nuts. XD.
Yeah, Patrick Marlowe's wife sending out things into these nuts.
I'm so sorry. This is why we don't have kids. Well,
White.
thanks for those who tuned in. Just a quick recap. We had Proto go first, Zyrock12 go second, and Oilman Dan, Randy Marsh go third. Thank you all for tuning in. Good night.
Wait. Can I end the stream with a song?
You know what? Sure. I'll let you end the
Yeah.
stream with the song. I'll let you
What
end it like
song?
that. You know, I'll go with it.
What? Give me a song. Give me anything.
Country Roads.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Too ugly to get walk.
Just- and removed.
You were ready to kick him whatever it was going to sing, right?
Kind of. If he had actually
Yeah,
sung
right.
Country Roads, I probably would have let him go for a bit. But again, thanks all for tuning in. See you next time.